everyone, Pally here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. It is time for the Priority Panda to step into the spotlight. It is time for the Chen deep dive to begin, something that many of you have been looking forward to for many years now. My apologies on the wait. Chen genuinely is one of my favorite characters in the game, but I do not play him as often as I should. One thing about this character I want to mention at the beginning of his deep dive. Normally when we look at character builds for this series, they are extremely focused on one particular ability getting super buffed or another particular ability getting super buffed. But Chen is a unique character in a sense that you can really mix and match talents all the way down his talent tree, and they can still have a profound effect on your overall performance. I just kind of want to plant that seed before we get started. The main thing that Chen got added is a new mythic quest. If you slow your enemies with your W ability and then breathe fire on them, you'll start to accumulate some stacks. After you get 20 stacks, you can throw the keg a little bit further, and upon igniting them 75 times, you actually reduce their armor, and auto attacks continue to keep that burning duration going, which is pretty crazy. Unfortunately, I haven't finished this quest yet, but don't you worry. The focus for today's build is really experimenting with Storm, Earth, and Fire. While we have shown Chen on the channel quite a lot over the years, and it's almost exclusively been Wandering Keg for Chen. So I wanted to start off the deep dive with something way out of my comfort zone, and I'm surprised just how effective Storm, Earth, and Fire can be out on the battlefield. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure you hit that like button. There is plenty more Chen coming your guys' way very soon. Don't you worry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Garden Terror map today. The friendly team Chen, hooked on Phonix, Li Ming, Brightwing, and Diablo. The enemy team Hagervala, Muradin. Not a damage Muradin. Ariel and Samuro. At level 1, we're going to go for Accumulating Flames. If we put our W on an enemy, it's going to slow them down and then change into a new ability to breathe fire onto them. If we do that a bunch, if we get 20 stacks, which they accumulate pretty slowly, it's like every tick gives you like a quarter of a stack. But if we can land that on our enemies and then ignite them, I'm good, dude. I'm good. I don't even need to mitigate that. We're just going to go back to the base. It will slowly start to stack up damage. If we get to 20 stacks, we can throw our barrel a little bit further. If we get to 75 stacks, then any enemy that is burning, we can continue to auto attack and continue to ignite them. The enemy team just started moving down to the bottom lane to soak that. We have some pretty decent lane clear now. All I have to do is put my W on the mages in the back and then ignite them, and they die pretty fast. Let's see if this guy will continue to fight me. As long as we can keep Muradin interested in me, I'm so happy. I won't be able to kill Muradin, to my knowledge, especially if he's going third dinner, which I believe was his level 1 talent. I don't think I'll be able to actually do anything to stop him. But that's actually a massive benefit for me, because it means that he will continue to chase. Oh, I saw you coming. He'll continue to chase me, and I can continue to accumulate those stacks. So those last 3 casts of my W gave me 2 stacks each. Nothing too crazy. Now we can ignite multiple heroes, and Samuro is a blessing in this particular instance because his clones do in fact count as things we can ignite as well. Now, the enemy team is sieging me pretty hard. I don't think I can do too much about this, but once again, that's all right. That's all right, man. Our sun is still rising, man. Muradin is starting to get low. We can continue to chase and then kick after him with our Q ability when we think he is going to jump. But it looks like I just need to fall back really fast. The objective is going to be up in just a moment. We're going to grab... Shit. Well, you can't take Deadly Strike if you're doing Brewmaster's Balance. So that leaves us in between Eye of the Tiger, basic attacks deal bonus damage and heal. I'm kind of leaning into that, dude. I kind of think that might be fun this game, dude. Diablo rotating in onto the enemy Muradin. We mitigated some of that damage, but we're still taking a lot. Stagger is rolling, and we're just going to fall back. I'm not really worried about their spell power, so let's do it. Eye of the Tiger. Basic attacks against bruise-soaked enemies deal 50% more damage and heal Chen for 60% of his health. I didn't think I'd be doing this, but I might actually go for an auto attack build in this game. That kind of sounds fun. Also, a lot of the damage that the enemy is dealing is auto attack based, so we could use Elusive Brawler to some really good effectiveness, theoretically, versus a lot of this comp, the majority of this comp. Our team is split at the moment. I'm assuming this is not the real Samuro, and I'm going to ignore him. Ariel has been split off from the rest of her team. We do hit her with a slow and an ignite, applying a little bit of pressure. Diablo going in on the enemy's Vala. We're going to jump in and try to just land some auto attacks against her, and they were successful. Ariel walking back into my area. I look down and just hit my W. I fucking missed that skill shot super hard. We're going to jump in on her and try to keep up the damage. The slow is out on Hogger. The breath does hit. He is burning. I think Ariel will be able to save him. Unless he gets picked up by Diablo. Li Ming is channeling some orbs right now. I don't know how she squeezed through that little opening. I'm kind of mad about that. We're going to stagger and just drink underneath tower as we finish off the enemy teams. Ariel, beautifully done. We did get the first objective. There's a massive minion wave down here for us to pick up. And I think we're going to do Elusive Brawler. So this is going to be an active ability. I can hit this and dodge any basic attacks, any physical attacks for... I don't know how long. 2 seconds. Did you know that towers count as physical attacks? So you can actually do some pretty ridiculous types with this particular talent. And it's going to give me additional movement speed to actually chase after our enemies and damage them a little bit more. I'm sure she saw me. All right. So we can literally just elusive all of this. Miss, 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 miss. And there it goes. Right wing teleporting in on me. I would like to take top lane from Li Ming if I could. We're doing really good on our stack so far. We're at 28. That's really, really good. I'm happy with that. At least it's good by my standards. Samuro has reappeared. This is the real one. I don't think it is anymore. He just dipped out bottom. We're just going to pop Elusive Brawler and fall back to our sippy cup. Everything Samuro does, except for his ult, we can mitigate, I believe. That's rude, dude. That's just rude, dude. Hogger is throwing down the loot hordes. Enemy team's Muradin trying to move in to intercept me, and so far it looks like it's going pretty good. We're going to stagger this damage and Elusive Brawl ourselves away. Drink it up really fast as well. It looks like the enemy team did grab that objective very, very quickly, but they're starting to split. Great knockback from Ariel. Just saved their Vala, and then I saved her again by body blocking our Diablo. Nice work. Nice work. Good, 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 good. Hello. Could I interest you in standing in my slow again? I suppose if I miss the W, I should just be... Ooh, shit. We're going to evade and elusive. I think I'm dead. Drink. Yep.
That was just me.
One problem we're definitely going to have. Oh, shit. Skullcracker is online from the enemy team's Muradin, so I can bait and dodge and juke and get away from Stormbolt with just movement. But unfortunately, if he moves up to auto attack me, that is going to interrupt my brew pretty reliably, which sucks. So we might have to save Elusive Brawler a bit more for drinking situations versus this Muradin. Level 10 is here, and with it, I'm committed to get a win with this, dude. Storm, Earth, and Fire. Chen stops being one panda and becomes 3 slightly smaller pandas, each of them with an elemental infusion. Good interrupt. Staggers out. Slows out. The burn is there. We're going to ult right away. We're going to ult right away. Here it is. Q, EW. Ariel is rooted. Can I kill her? Probably not. Let me start falling back. Muradin's getting low. Let's put some damage into him. Hogger walking into my army as well. Now, there's some important things to mention about this ability. If all of my dudes die, fuck, we lose Chen. Okay? But as long as one of those little dudes is still up and about, we are totally A-okay. We can live. Each of the Storm, Earth, and Fire elementals has a different element tied to it and gives different effects depending on the cast sequence of the abilities that you send. If you cast your Q last, you get a bigger shield and your ult lasts a little bit longer. If you cast your W last, you will root the enemy instead of just slowing them. And then our E, I think, just gives us a really long attack speed. Steroid. I need to fight enemies. Thank you. We have another problem fighting the enemy team Samuro. If he splits, he's going to remove my dot and actively stop my quest from stacking. Luckily for us, that was just a clone and not a problem that we're actually running into. I think I need to leave Brightwing here so she can clear the camp and then I leave. I leave to go. Unless Brightwing's not going to do that, and then under that, then I have to stay. Okay. Okay, we're going to stay. All right. All right, that's okay. I'm a little too close to the tower, so we elusive that. We're going to ignite one more time, I think. Okay. I'm assuming minions can kill that. It might be a big assumption, but they need me up here now anyway, so I have to leave now anyway. We are going to grab... I'm gonna go for the Ring of Fire and just get the better ignite. I can fight Samuro, that's totally fine. We're gonna stagger and elusive. That was real Samuro. I picked the right one. Wow. Nice, and we got the kill. Now, unfortunately, that shit didn't actually die. But I'm on the way to stop it. Diablo's on the way too. And we may have delayed it long enough to save the building. We did it. All right, all right. So I just went for an AoE around me. We're already igniting our enemies. Now, if I ignite someone who's oil soaked, there's going to be an AoE around me too, right? Easy peasy. I do think a lot of those level 13 talents are good. That's another reason I was kind of like, yeah, what do we pick? Yo, Maddie, did you eat those ribs? When you said where you were, I could taste the ribs already. Decent damage to Muradin. He's going to hop himself out. I was trying to stay just in his way, body block him a little bit. Massive push from the enemy team happening up top. I am going to try to kill this once again before we rotate. Elusive him. And I should be able to combo him one more time. Ah. Oh, I did get the ignite. Nice. It's still ticking away. Next objective is bottom. I am the first one on the scene. I'm going to hit elusive brawler to run down here because the enemy team is fighting. And I want to be fast. Hello. Look at me. Yes. Good. There's one ignite. I got to focus this guy down because I missed him with the ignite. And as long as they continue to intercept, I think we got it. They're doing a great job. That's curse going to us. Fuck yeah. Now we can go back up to this fight and have some fun. Our ultimate is ready to go. It's 2-minute cooldown, so we need to make sure it's impactful when we use it. This is looking really good at the moment. Just gonna keep drinking, keep my brew high. No way, that's real Samuro. Here we go, we're gonna pop ult here. Into the apocalypse. QEW. Vala is rooted and cannot move inside of the stun from Diablo. That was Hogger deep in enemy lines. I literally couldn't even tell who we were fighting because I fully surround him. Did I kill Samuro and not Vala? I really thought that was Vala.
Man, you took out all 5. That is so awesome.
Yeah, whatever. We'll take it. Great fight. Now that I've used my ult, I'm going to go ahead and split off down to the bottom lane. We are going to grab combo strikes, so if we continue to just auto-attack an enemy, it will give us attack speed and more damage on every third strike, so I can get in there and do a lot of walloping. Also, oh, excuse me, it's only attack damage after every third of basic attack. How we get the attack speed is simply by drinking. And now we hit faster. Look at that. Beautiful. So, friendly teams pushing in middle quite well. We are at level 17. Pretty decent lead, if you ask me. We should be pretty okay at clearing these mercenary camps now, especially with that improved AoE around us. And I can even stagger this damage out a little bit if I needed to. That being said, the fight above us has ended. Brightwing left and... Hi. Hugger decided not to fight me, huh? Everyone's missing. I should not be here. I should not be here. I was kidding. I could feel the Gray Mane syndrome going in. I could feel it. We'll just fall back and get some mercenary camps with the team. We want to kill the mage first because she's going to be lowering our fire damage. All right, I assume they're going for their camp up here. If I was playing Barrel, I would be a lot more aggressive around the map at just countering where I think they are and taking their shit because I think it's really, really fun. Before we leave, I need a drink. Friendly team kind of seems like they're converging on this. I have ult again, so we want to use it. Now, you don't have to root with the ult every time. I have so far. You don't have to. The advice I got from the level 999 Chen in our community was to not empower the Q, though. We'd never want that to be the last in our sequence. And I'm just blindly trusting that advice. Next objective spawning in 15 seconds. We're in a great spot to go after this. Enemy team's Muradin is slowed. The stagger for me is up, and we're just going to chill with a drink right here. Enemy team Samuro taken down. We're jumping in on Muradin now, who's out for blood. The haymaker deep behind enemy lines. Was it worth it? I don't think it was. We are going to jump towards Ariel, cast our ults. Q, E, W! We have rooted her in place so our friendly team can come in and help us take her down. I'm going to split off to the bottom lane now to help this push. We already have a mercenary camp moving through this area, and we are going to try and get a building with it. While we're doing that, the friendly team is taking middle, while we also have a mercenary camp taking top. So we have beautiful pressure on the map for right now. All right, let me go ahead and drink so we can be ready for anything. We're at 44 stacks on our quest. It looks like we're not going to finish it off today. We have to get up to 75 to finish it off. Bro, that feels like it'd be so strong once you do that, too. Next objective. Oh, is that the same objective? I don't know. I lost track. I'm just here to clear the lane, man. Look how much lane clear we have, too. Hi. Oh, God. So I am dead. Oh shit. Okay, I was at least gonna try to kick over this and then do an elusive brawler like zigzag to get away. I got kicked out of my jump, dude. Oh my god, I was gonna make it look a little better than that. Holy shit, dude. Oh man. Enemy team now in a position where they could definitely grab this objective. Oh, and this is going to be a curse for them. Uh-oh. 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 It's very important to make sure we don't stagger our deaths more here. The friendly team going for a bit of a ballsy move, trying to grab the early mercenary camp left of that, but they did so much damage that it didn't matter. We grabbed it, no problem. Chug some water really fast. As long as we're poking, I think it's fine. There is a mercenary camp down below that we are going to need to clear. I'm back up on the map. Brightwing can be there in a moment's notice. Leeming did get the interrupt. I do have ult as well, so we're going to be in a strong... We can win. We can fucking win. We can fucking win. I'm here. I'm ulting. I'm just going to fucking send it right away. On Ariel. QEW. On Samuro. On Muradin. On Vala. Now on Ariel, slowing Muradin, giving myself a movement speed increase. We're gonna stay on this guy. Okay, he's gonna try to jump over a wall, right? He's gonna try. It's just out of range. There's a level 16 talent that can give us. No. Oh, it is 16. I looked at the wrong one. That could give us more range. I think I could have kept up with him there if we had that. So level 20 for this particular build, the the upgrade that I'm looking forward to the most is the Energizing Brew of Chen. Gets his Fortifying Brew for a full channel. He gets way more HP and a 20% damage bonus to go along with the damage bonus that we're getting from our third auto attack swing. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for our very first video on Chen in many, many years. Great delay, guys. Great delay on that objective. Ah, come on. What?
Epic.
I didn't even get longest route time. Usually I can get some kind of pity. Come on. And there goes my lucky number. All right, we can play Chen more now. Sounds good for today's game. Accumulating Flame into Eye of the Tiger. We then went for Elusive Brawler into Storm, Earth, and Fire. Ring of Fire at level 13 into Combo Strikes. And lastly, finishing off with the Energizing Brew. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon.